To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. We love life not because we are used to living, but because we are used to loving. A matter that becomes clear ceases to concern us. He who laughs best today will also laugh last. One has to pay dearly for immortality. One has to die several times while one is still alive. To do great things is difficult, but to command great things is more difficult. Our truly great thoughts are conceived by walking. Is man one of God's blunders, or is God one of man's blunders? One may sometimes tell a lie, but the grimace that accompanies it tells the truth. Convictions are more dangerous enemies of truth than lies. I cannot believe in a God who wants to be praised all the time. One should die proudly when it is no longer possible to live proudly. To make the individual uncomfortable, that is my task. He who despises himself nevertheless esteems himself as a self-despiser. It is not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship that makes unhappy marriages. The future influences the present just as much as the past. The snake which cannot cast its skin has to die. As well the minds which are prevented from changing their opinions, they cease to be mind. Blessed are the forgetful, for they get the better even of their blunders. One must be a sea to receive a polluted stream without becoming impure. Success has always been a great liar. When you stare into the abyss stares back at you. The real world is much smaller than the imaginary. If a man has character, he has also his typical experience, which always recurs. It is nobler to declare oneself wrong than to insist on being right, especially when one is right. In heaven, all the interesting people are missing. No beautiful surfaces without a terrible depth. Whatever has its price has little value. Every deep thinker is more afraid of being understood than being misunderstood. We often refuse to accept an idea merely because the tone of which it has been expressed is unsympathetic to us. But I need solitude, which is to say, recovery. Return to myself, the breath of a free, light, playful air. The mother of excess is not joy, but joylessness. Digressions, objections, delight in mockery, carefree mistrust are signs of health. Everything unconditional belongs in pathology. Back then you carried your ashes to the mountain. Would you now carry your fire into the alley? Only those who continue to change remain my kin. Without music, life would be a mistake. Once spirit was God, then it became man, and now it is even becoming mob. A pure soul is a pure lie. There are two different types of people in this world, those who want to know and those who want to believe. Everything done in weakness fails. Moral, do nothing. Everything the state says is a lie, and everything it has stolen. Creating, that is the great salvation from suffering. I am not upset that you lied to me. I am upset that from now on I can't believe you. We have to be careful that in throwing out the devil, we don't throw out the best part of ourselves. 10 truths must you find during the day. Otherwise, you will seek truth during the night, and your soul will stay hungry. 10 times must you laugh during the day and be cheerful, otherwise your stomach, the father of affliction and gloom, will disturb you in the night. All history is the experimental refutation of the theory of the so-called moral order of things. He who cannot obey himself will be commanded. There is more wisdom in your body than your deepest philosophies. One must have chaos within oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star.